All right, guys, so let's go ahead and let's see how this works. I'm going to be recording off of two different devices so that for those of you who have been suffering with the sound issues, you can go ahead and watch the full reading comfortably. Hopefully that gives some help. So we're going to be using the Angel Tarot today. I don't know, I felt really drawn to it, so this is what we're going to be using for the actual tarot. For the oracle, we're going to be using the Sacred Rebels, which is one of my personal favorites. And of course, we're going to be using the tea leaf to clarify. All right, and while I shuffle, please remember, guys, there are still scammers out there. They've been using my pictures, my name. So to make sure it's actually me you're speaking to, if you're ever responding to any of those comments, click on the profile. If you cannot see my content, that is not me, okay? All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. By the way, if you guys appreciate the time and energy that I put into these, please make sure to react, comment, even if it's just a little emoji. That pushes my algorithm and shows me appreciate my time and energy. And if you can, send stars, donations, subscribe, all of that helps. And personal readings are open again. The details are either in the description box below or in the pinned post, okay? All right, let's get to it. What is the message for today's collective? What's the message for today's collective? The message for today's collective. One card, please. One card for, oh, there we go. There it is. Oh, okay. What do you feel? So let's read the message that comes with this card. Number 9. What do you feel? Let's see. So with this card, we've got the message that says, there are many opinions around you. Some are helpful, but others are distracting you from your truth. Although it can be helpful to hear the thoughts of others, when it all comes down to it, you will have to come to your own decision. Do you know how unique you are? How your path is your path to be chosen, lived, and created only by you? Someone else cannot be the source of your decision-making power without negative repercussions for both of you in the long run. This oracle comes to you because you have become swept up in thinking things through. You have been thinking about which way to go with a matter of importance, and you have got a bit stuck in the logic of the decision-making process. Sometimes we have to accept that any path is a path forward, and if it is not the best path, we can change our approach later on if needed. If we are slightly off base with a decision, life will often shift and move to guide us back on track. We don't have to be perfect. In fact, there's rarely ever a perfect choice to be made. Just some choices that feel more heart-honoring than others. Sometimes we can only really know in hindsight if we made the best choice possible in that moment. At the time of decision-making, we only really have our internal wisdom to rely upon, and that is all that we need. The oracle of what do you feel is telling you there's no need to punish or traumatize yourself with possible choices. Just making a choice will set things in motion. The best way to catalyze the situation you are in and bring about healing change, stimulate your creative juices, and find a more inspired, energized, and enjoyable approach to your life is to just make a choice based on what you feel right now. Not based on anyone else's feelings, just yours. So ask yourself, what do I feel right now? And go from there. If you cannot relate to the need to make a choice between two or more clear alternatives, then the oracle brings you this message. You are at a crossroads in your journey, and the choices you make at this time, even simply choosing to do things a little differently without much drama associated with the decision, are powerful triggers for some great magic to enter your life. Take a different approach to something. Be open to that which makes you uncomfortable, but could be exciting and interesting. Even small adventures will yield big rewards right now. It matters less that you do the most wonderful thing ever now, right now. No, what is that? Sorry, it matters less that you do the most wonderful thing ever, too much pressure, and more that you simply take an action from your heart. Open up to the creative magic of life and don't worry about how it's all going to work out. The bigger creative flow of life is sorting out all the details, and you are not immune to that plan. In fact, you are a natural part of it. So just spend some time with your own feelings and know that all is going to work out perfectly. I like that. Okay. So, oh, sorry. I feel like I'm gonna try and avoid hitting the camera, but I've got two, so my setup is a little different today. So basically today's message is going to be a lot of trusting ourselves, trusting our feelings, our emotions, our intuition, trusting whatever it is that we are meant to do will naturally feel right to us. We're not going to be stuck, because sometimes we do. We overthink, and we're sitting there like, okay, but if I do this, but what if I do that? But what if I just take a decision, and then if it's not the right decision, you can come back and correct it later. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me give this a couple of shuffles. Ooh, that was a bad shuffle. Okay, let's try again. All right, let's get started. Give us the first set for today's collective. So we start with the Two of Cups. Ooh, okay. And then we've got the Ten of Wands. All right. And we've got the Four of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. Overall energy, the Sun. The Sun, the Sun, the Sun. Okay. So this is interesting because, I mean, it's Two of Cups feels like a love story. I don't want you guys to be like, oh my God, it's always about love, but this one feels like love. I could be wrong. It could be a business association, a business partnership, but this choice in love doesn't feel very, it's a little bit more difficult, because although we have the Two of Cups, we also have the Ten of Wands, which means that this is a decision. Somebody took a decision in love. With the Sun, they followed their emotions. They followed their heart. But I don't think it turned out very well for them. They ended up choosing something that was really heavy, was really burdensome. And now they're sitting here like, I chose wrong. I chose the wrong thing. Four of Cups is a missed opportunity, the one that got away. So with the Two of Cups, somebody here had a choice in love. They had a choice in love, and they went with, we also have the Ten of Pentacles here. So they might have gone with somebody that was conventionally more of a good choice. Like maybe on paper, it looked better for this person. So let's just throw some examples out there. Let's say that this was a doctor, male or female, right? It doesn't matter. They chose a partner that maybe was in the same profession as them. And maybe this person lived in a certain part of, let's say, United States, right? Because a lot of us are from the United States. And the partner they chose lived in the same country as them. So they felt it was it was just an easier choice. It was a more organic choice. That's what they felt. However, they choose this person. They think, this is it. This is going to be my happiness. And with the Ten of Wands, it didn't really pan out the way they thought it would. In fact, with the Four of Cups, they're sitting here like, I chose wrong. Now, it could be that this card is coming out because somebody is beating themselves up over the choice that they made instead of just course correcting. Or this could be showing up because somebody made a choice off of what was beneficial to them financially or stable-wise, you know, giving them stability. And yet They didn't choose with their heart. So that could be one of two things. So the first one about, somebody made the choice. I do think that with Two of Cups, they did feel emotion for both people. We do have the Six of Cups, though. And I think that this choice was tricky because I think that they also felt like a soul connection to both of the people involved. That being said, if we make a choice and we realize we made the wrong choice, right? With what do you feel? It's like, just make a choice. They did. They don't like the choice that they made, but instead of correcting it, they're just, with the Ten of Wands, they're kind of like, c'est la vie. I already made this choice. Now I have to live with it. Which to me is the equivalent of somebody who is refusing to stop and ask for directions when they clearly have taken the wrong turn. But they're like, I already took the wrong turn. I already messed up. Now I'm committed. Now I'm going to drive all the way to Mexico because I took the wrong turn. They refuse to, almost like they refuse to admit that they're wrong. Or it could be the second story where this is somebody who chose out of stability, but they didn't follow what they felt. They didn't follow their heart. So let's see. Let's look at the clarifiers because those always give us some more insight. Let's clarify the Two of Cups. Clarify Two of Cups, please. Okay, so we've got clarify the Two of Cups. All right, so we've got Seahorse, family matters. Now, the seahorse always makes me think of lifelong commitment because seahorses mate for life. So there's that. This might be somebody who they feel like once they commit, that's it. They can't change their mind. So maybe they were raised with the mentality of you do not divorce, you do not abandon your partner. So even if they might have chosen the wrong partner, they're just like, c'est la vie. Too bad. So we've got Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Pin, new job, career. Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. And Shield, you need to defend yourself. So, yeah, I think I'm going to follow actually, I feel like both things apply. With what do you feel? I feel like both scenarios that I was presenting apply. Because Two of Cups tells me that this was a choice in love. With Diamond, I think that they were presented with someone that was quite extraordinary. With Fire, they felt a lot for this person. However, that being said, I feel like they would have had to make a lot of changes in their life because they would have maybe had to move. They would have had to relocate because this is like a lot of newness. And with Dolphin, I think that this is somebody who is very concerned with financial gain or loss. And with Shield, they were more focused on that. They chose, that's what the Ten of Pentacles is here. They chose based off of what's going to give me stability. Because here we see somebody weighing out apple and orange, right? So they really did have two very different choices. It's not like they were identical. With Two of Cups there, I do think that this person might have felt emotion for both options involved. But one, they were like, this one is stable, this one I can build a family with, and that's just it. And they chose the one that was more practical, let me put it that way. So why are they upset? Let's look at the Ten of Wands. Why is this a burden now? Clarify Ten of Wands. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Dog barking, advice from a friend. Okay. So this, sorry guys, this makes me think that while they were making this choice, they might have asked the people around them, what do you think? What do you think about my choice? What do you think I should do about this? What do you think I should do about that? And they were given advice, but maybe the friend, because here's the thing, we have to be careful when we ask her advice, because people who haven't worked through their own blockages, they can only give advice from where they've been, right? From where they've lived. And I'm going to give you an example here. I want you to think of somebody who's lived inside of a box, a giant box, their whole life, right? And somebody who's wanting to escape from that box, asking somebody who has never even thought of the concept of escaping, the person that's never thought of escaping, who, you know, feels safe in the box, they're never going to be able to give advice about leaving the box, right? Because they can't fathom that. Their mind can only go so far. So whoever is giving them advice might have given them advice about, you know, go with what is stable. But you know, the thing about that is, with the Sun card here, this is making me think that this person that made a choice might have thought that what gave them happiness was more stable, was more stability, financial stability, and not emotional stability. So whoever was giving them advice might have encouraged that as well. They were like, yeah, that's it. That's how I'm making my decision. So we've got Harp, great happiness for the Ten of Wands. We've got Man, dealings, a relationship with a man. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. And Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. And this is clarifying the Ten of Wands. So I do think we have the Sun and the Harp, which is connected to happiness, right? So I do think this person originally thought that this was their happiness. The choice they were making was what was going to make them happy. But it was based off of stability, not really off of love. It was a love choice, but it was a love choice being made out of need, out of, you know, financial gain or financial stability, not off of emotional stability. The friend might have been the man giving the advice, or the man might be the friend giving the advice, or it's the man that's in a situation. With School, though, there's something here that they never said. I will say that, because School is about somebody who is keeping secrets. And that could be the Ten of Wands as well. They might have, hey, good morning, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to not interrupt the flow. It doesn't mean I don't see the comments. So with School here, I feel like the person making the choice in love, they hid something. When they were making the decision, there's something they never told anybody. There's something that they never admitted or spoke about. And with Bridge, okay, so about the secret, hold on, I have to check in on that. What's the secret? What's the secret? Oh, no. It fell. Right when I'm having the most complicated setup. Overall energy, cracked cup. Hold on. Let me get this card. Victory! I got it. Okay, so we've got wind chimes, peace and harmony. Owl, good advice from a wise person. And Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. And the overall energy was dissatisfaction with life. So what they didn't say, or what they're not saying now, is that they're actually unhappy with where their life is at. They're not telling this to anyone. But twice we've got advice from a friend and good advice from a wise person. So I don't think this person is completely alone. They have somebody around them helping them, but they're very unclear. With Forest, they've got muddled, unclear thinking. It's almost like they're not even sure what it is that brings them peace and harmony. Maybe that's the thing. Remember when I said I feel like they're making a choice based off of what gives them stability? Maybe that's what they considered peace and harmony. Not a lot of things being moved around. So with Bridge, they were like, yeah, I'm going to make that choice, and that's it. That's the outcome. That's the successful outcome to my problem. I have a choice, and I'm going to make it based off of the less stress a choice brings me. That's what I'm going to choose. Okay. And yet they're sitting here with some heaviness, right? But let's look at that Four of Cups, because the dissatisfaction with life card that came out, that is definitely a Four of Cups energy. Let's look at that. Clarify Four of Cups for us. Clarify the, clarify Four of Cups. All right, broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay. So for the Four of Cups, we've got Dark Man, dealings or relationships with a man with dark complexion or hair. Butterfly, a change for the better. Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. And Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Okay, so that's two cards. Two cards, the Butterfly and the Unicorn, talking about changes. See, this is what I mean. I literally just said, I think that they made the choice based off of whatever they had to change the least. So the choice that they stayed with was the one that they didn't have to make a lot of changes for. Their life, they might have chosen the person that lived closer to them, the person that maybe worked with them, was in the same field of work. They might have chosen the person that was from the same culture, same religion, same race. So they built a bridge to one connection and they broke the bridge to another connection. Thank you guys so much for the stars and the donations. I love y'all. So yeah, they built a connection to one. They broke the connection to another based off of whatever it is, as long as I don't have to make too many changes. That's what they made their decision based off of. So yeah, because they're thinking practically. They're thinking like, this will help me be stable. This is what gives me happiness. Whatever gives me stability is what gives me happiness. Now, we do have the Dark Man and Man over here. I don't know if the Dark Man and the Man is the person from the reading, or there's two different men someone had to choose from. And the person with dark features was the one that maybe lived further away. With Parrot, though, this also makes me think that there's a dichotomy here. We've got school and we've got Parrot. A big difference. On this one, there was like, the school had the bridge, and with the Parrot, we've got the broken bridge. So whoever they chose is maybe somebody who knew a lot of their secrets too. And maybe they felt with Parrot that they couldn't trust this other person, because there's a huge difference. One is school, which is hidden secrets, and the other one is someone gossiping about all your secrets. And this one had the bridge, and this one had the broken bridge. So yeah, whoever they chose is somebody who knew a lot about them, knew a lot about their history, knew a lot about them, their deepest, darkest secrets. And the person that they decided to leave behind, who they now see as a missed opportunity, is the person that they were like, yeah, I don't know if I can trust them. Maybe I don't want to tell them about myself. That's what I feel. They didn't want to open up. Let's look at the 10 of Pentacles. Clarify Ten of Pentacles. Oh, hold up. Clarify Ten of Pentacles. All right, we've got finger. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Oh boy. Let's see. With the Ten of Pentacles, we've got flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Leg. Stepping into an experience. Excuse me. A wishbone. A wish is granted. So one, that broken bridge that came out, they knew that in choosing this person, they were going to have to let go of the other. They could not hold on to two people at the same time. And so flute is like, one, they knew that they were going to disappoint somebody. And two, I also feel like with time, they themselves were disappointed. But with boot, it's almost like they thought, it's okay. It's okay. We just need to put in more energy. We just need more time. This will turn around. We'll be able to fix it, because whatever they were getting themselves into was a new experience. Maybe this is somebody who had never been in a commitment and they thought, well, maybe we just need to work harder. Maybe this is somebody who had never been, they had never lived with somebody. And again, they thought we just need to put in more energy. So they were sitting here like, no, it's good. It's good. This is my wish. I chose according to my own criteria, and it should be fine. Okay. All right. So if it's fine, why is it coming out in the collective? How? Let's see. Let's put these aside. And let's get the next set. Next set, please. We've got the Three of Cups. The Devil. Oh, wow. Already, huh? Next set. The Sun again. And the Four of Wands. Overall energy, Page of Pentacles. So this is somebody who definitely chose what makes them happy. Unfortunately, what makes them happy might not be the greatest. We've got the Devil energy here. What makes this person happy? Okay, so this could be a couple of things. Devil indicates a lot of something, right? It can be greed. It can be even corruption. It can be drugs or any type of addiction, alcoholism. It can even be a food eating disorder. Whatever it is, it's an excess. It's an excess of something. This could also be somebody who lives a very promiscuous lifestyle, because it's an excess of something. So with the Sun, this is definitely somebody who loves that lifestyle. And with Three of Cups, it feels very much like somebody who loves the party life. Somebody who loves, love having fun. Three of Cups is somebody who's like, party, you know, and they're like, whoa, that type of shit. They love the party. And with Four of Wands, they might have chosen the person that loved this lifestyle with them, or loved the, you know, they accepted this. They were okay with this. Because remember, what came up as what they loved was the least amount of changes. So I feel like they chose somebody who supported this type of lifestyle. And they were like, yeah, that's what's going to make me happy. And we finally can see who it is. Who's making this choice? A Page of Pentacles. So a Page of Pentacles is, of course, not going to choose very wisely. Because let's be real, a page indicates somebody It could be young in age, but if it's not young in age, it indicates a young mentality, a childlike or childish mentality. Excuse me. Let me drink some water. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, they're not they're this is like asking a child, do you want chocolate cake and ice cream for dinner? Or do you want, veggies and steak? The child is going to choose chocolate cake, even if the steak and the veggies and the salad is going to be a lot more beneficial for them. They're not at the stage of maturity to understand that, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get some clarity. Let's look at that Three of Cups. Clarify the Three of Cups. Oh, quick. Success. All right. Let's see. What is it that they thought was going to bring them success? So we start, frying pan, trouble, accusations. Okay. We've got beetle, good fortune. Eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. And door, opportunities are waiting for you. So yeah, they definitely made a choice that they thought would ensure success. They truly thought this was the best possible option. With frying pan, it could be that the other person that they had as a choice was maybe too serious. Frying pan makes me think of like they would put them under heat, under pressure, maybe. They might have been asking them questions like, why do you feel the need to live life this way? And they were just like, yeah, that's too heavy. I don't really want to think about that right now. I'd rather choose the person that makes me feel, like I can have fun and I don't have to feel guilty about it. Their intuition told them that the person they chose would also be helping them have success financially. I think they would open doors for them. Maybe this is somebody who is really well connected. This is somebody who maybe knew a lot of people, and they were like, yeah, that's the right choice. This is better for me. And yet we got the devil. I don't know about that, y'all. Let's see. Clarify the devil. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You see this? Yoke. Feeling tied down, or talk about devil energy. Whew. Okay. So they definitely chose what they thought was best, and now they're sitting here like, fuck. Because now they feel oppressed. Now they feel like they're a slave to either a certain lifestyle or a certain person. And this is like something that you would put on animals, on pack animals. And Ten of Wands did come out as one of the first cards. So I feel like they chose a lifestyle that now almost like they feel like they can't get out of. It's locked. They're locked in. So we've got flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Candle, you will be shown the way. And lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Uh-oh. I'm surprised the Five of Swords didn't come out, because this is making me think that they made a choice out of anger. I want to clarify that. Clarify lightning. Clarify the lightning card. Clarify the lightning card. Okay, overall energy, happiness. And we got dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Carriage and tulip, great passion. Yeah. I think that we've got two cards here of distance. So it might have been that when two people had some sort of separation of either distance or time, they made a decision out of emotion. But the thing is, it could be that the reason this was the overall energy was because they didn't really think about what type of emotion they're making this decision off of. They might have made the decision out of anger. They might have made the decision out of pleasure, out of sexual pleasure. But it wasn't made out of love. In fact, the fact that they thought this would be their happiness. This would make them happy. But the fact that we've got the lightning card there means they did it impulsively. Let me put it that way. It was impulsive. It was quick. It was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do. And now they're sitting here like, fuck, they're feeling sorry for having made that choice. Because with the devil, it's like they made a deal with the devil. Not literally. Don't start with, thinking I'm talking about witchcraft and stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, like they made some sort of contract with somebody or some business, and whatever it was, now they're like, I can't free myself. I can't get out. Now, I still think they definitely can, but they feel like they can't. And because this is a major arcana, it could be that for now, they need to sit there. They need to sit there and kind of simmer over what type of decision they made and why. Because with flag, there was something here about them not wanting to lower themselves. But I don't think it was about lowering their standards. It might have been that maybe they had to change. They had to change their lifestyle. They had to change their mentality. But they're showing up as a Page of Pentacles. So right now, devil energy is like they are in the process of learning a lesson. Page of Pentacles is a student. And the universe is helping this person level up. So they're like, okay, do you want to make a choice for chocolate and ice cream instead of salad, veggies, and a steak? Okay, that's fine. But we're going to show you what happens when you choose that, right? Obviously. And it's not even the universe making things happen. It's like naturally. You choose this meal every day, you're going to end up with cavities. You're going to end up with diabetes. You're going to end up with your body's going to start malfunctioning, right? Because that has no nutrition. So this is somebody who really thought that they were lowering themselves by choosing the healthy option, and they chose instead what wasn't good for them. Now, we also have Bear here. So this person might have been in some financial difficulties, and they chose the person that they thought with Candle, this person would guide them out of these financial difficulties. So again, 10 of Pentacles. They chose out of greed. They chose out of, because that's another meaning for the devil, right? They chose out of greed. They chose out of what was easier and more convenient for them. And let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. Well, guys and girls, because it's nothing about gender. When we choose things out of convenience, I don't know. Sometimes convenience is great. Sometimes convenience is practical and it's what we need to choose, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. Let's look at the Sun card. It really depends. I can't generalize, right? But in this situation, it was not. Clarify the Sun. Clarify the Sun for me. Ooh. All right. Pin, new job, career. That's interesting that this came out because, this was one of the cards about why they didn't choose somebody. They didn't want to switch something up, remember? And it looks like they had to end up switching up anyways. All right, we've got Basket, recognition, reward for merit. Oh, reconciliation, pineapple. Bow, you are highly thought of. And Owl, good advice from a wise person. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this could go a couple of different ways. With Pin and new job and career, this is somebody who might be considering finally pursuing what makes them happy. Because with Basket, if at first, this feels almost like a continuation of yesterday's story. If it's just me, let me know, but I feel like it's a continuation of yesterday's story if you watched all 3 parts. With the Basket, now they have everything they want. Now they've got, a full, they've got bounty, they've got abundance. And now they're trying to come in to reconcile with the person that they feel like they should have chosen to begin with. Now they want the steak and the salad. Because it's like they still think highly of this person. I love how it's the bow. You are highly thought of, because if you think about a bow, let's say that someone has a favorite bow, right? For those of you who are ladies and who would wear a bow, they've got a favorite bow that they wear in their hair. Even if they choose a different route in life, they never get rid of this bow. That bow is accompanying them in whatever route they take in life. And when they have a moment, they'll hold it and they'll remember the memories connected to it. They'll think of the person connected to it. So it's almost like this is making me think like a Six of Cups type of energy, which did come out with the 4 and the 2 over here. This is somebody that they think of often. It's somebody that they think of, and they think of them very highly. They think of good things. They think of beautiful memories that they formed with this person. And with Owl, there's 2 possibilities here. Either one, it could be that the reason I'm thinking of a steak with salad and veggies, it could be because this person that they left behind, remember when I said it could be somebody that wanted them to change? It could be somebody that expected them to grow, and they saw them as a wise person. Even though they didn't take that advice, they didn't take that person's counsel. And now that they realize what it's like to not take that advice, now they're like, you know what? I had someone that used to give me great advice and I ignored it. And so now they're in this place of like, maybe I should take that leap. Before, I was all worried about my life changing. I was all worried about what it would be like if I had to relocate, if I had to get a new job, if I had to do this. And now they're sitting here thinking, this used to feel a pin. This is making me think of a double-edged sword, as in a pin is something that when you're putting it on, it can prick you, right? It can hurt if you're not doing it correctly. But when you're proud of it, a pin is something that you wear with honor. It's a badge of some sort, right? So I feel like before, when they thought of the change that they had to make for the person that they left behind, they were like, oh no, that's too much. That's too much. I don't want to do that. It's a prick, right? It hurts. Or they might have been a prick about it. Or 2, now they're sitting here thinking, I'd like to wear this pin. This would be a badge of honor to me, to be able to change my life, to be with the person that I want to be with. Does that make sense? So there's definitely, it's like the tables have turned, because now they're actually listening to how they feel. Let's look at the 4 of Wands. Clarify 4 of Wands for me. Clarify the 4 of Wands. All right, we've got Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. All right. So for the 4 of Wands, we've got Bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. Then we've got Firecracker, excitement. Then we've got Boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. And last but not least, we've got Weeping Willow, family sorrow. So I feel like this is... I feel like the reason they're coming back around to this person that they see as the owl, that they think highly of, they see them as somebody who gives great advice, could be because they're going through some stuff. They're going through some stuff and they feel like they need this person's help. They need this person's guidance. With Bird perched, I think that this is making me think like they're in a moment of a pause. Okay, so this could be 2 things. 1, they're in a moment of pause before they go towards this person. Or 2, They're waiting to see if this person comes back around to them. With Firecracker, this also feels kind of like a tower moment, like something. Think of a firecracker, right? It can be to announce something, to celebrate something, or it can be damaging. It can be exploding, right? And now they're having to put in more work, but there's sorrow here. So I think that they're going through something. Four of Wands is their one, they might be going through something in the relationship that they chose, or two, their stability is kind of all over the place, because Four of Wands can also be your home, your stability. Either way, they need help. This is why they're thinking of this person the most. I don't know if I like that, but let's see. Let's move on to the next set, and then we'll know. If I could pick these up. Okay, next set. Oh, Death card. Wow, okay. Next set. The Chariot. The Hanged Man. Oh boy. I'm thinking of the song and the Eight of Swords. I'm thinking of the song, for those of you who understand Spanish, you'll know which song I'm talking about. It's a song by Vicente Fernandez called Acá Entre Nos, which I don't know if Vicente is the one that originally sang it, but his version is the one I'm thinking of. And it's saying, Acá Entre Nos, quiero que sepas la verdad, which is basically saying, I mean, I don't want to say the whole song in Spanish because there's no point. But it's the lyrics of the song are basically saying, between you and I, between us, I want you to know that I miss you. So when he's with his friends, the lyrics of the song are saying that when he's with his friends, he's saying, oh, I don't miss her. I don't even think about her. I don't give a fuck about her. But he's like, but between us, I want you to know that I've never stopped thinking of you. That if I could, I would run and go look for you and find out what's been going on with your life. That's the song that's coming to mind right now, which means that this person is trying to act like they're cool. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about what happened with this person. And yet, look at this. We've got go, stop, go, stop. They're in between going and no. Okay, I should go? No. Should I go? No. I should go? No. With Death, there's been a lot of change in this person's life. A lot of change. In fact, Death could indicate they might have lost somebody really close to them, and this doesn't mean physically. I'm not saying that they had to die, although that is definitely a possibility because it's a general collective. But it could be that maybe they lost a really good friend. Maybe they lost their job. There's something that they lost. Death is a loss. And something about that was, remember how they didn't want things to change? And it's like the universe is showing them life changes anyway, honey. You can't keep everything the same forever. So they're going through changes anyways. And then we've got a major arcana, which indicates action. But here's the thing. This could also indicate someone being really strong-willed. So I feel like they're torn because the Chariot usually shows two different horses, right? One black and one white. I feel like this is somebody who's torn between their heart and their mind. They're weighing out the options. What do I really want? What would make me really happy? Because I feel like right now they're stuck in a place of, should I go towards this person or should I just move on with my life? I don't know. Hanged Man is indecision, waiting. Almost like a piece of them is waiting to see if that person comes to them. And if that person comes to them, then they don't have to do the work, right? Which of course is still page mentality because you can't win something you don't work for. But then we've got the Six of Swords, which is, again, movement. But it could be interpreted one of two ways. Either they want to move towards this person or they want to move away from this person. Excuse me. And we've got the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is somebody who has all of these mental blockages of, I can't. You know why I can't? I can't because of this. I can't because of that. So they're all self-imposed, right? The only person that's stopping them is themselves. But look at this. Look at what's beneath the Eight of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Which means that eventually, oh, look at this. Look at what's beneath the Ten of Swords. The King of Cups. Oh my God, look at what's beneath the King of Cups. The Lovers. Oh my goodness. So I feel like right now this person is in this transformation. They're in the middle of a transformation. A lot of things have been shifting for them. They don't see life the same way that they used to. And they're sitting here like, I feel different. I feel like I want to go, but then I feel like I don't. I feel like I want to stop and think about this. Let's look at the Death card. Clarify Death card, please. One more for the Death card. Okay. We've got Flute, Disappointment, and a Friend or Lover. Now that song is playing in my head. Acá entre nos, quiero que sepas la verdad. I'm not a singer. Don't judge me. Okay, so for Death, we've got Needle and Thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Wheel, indecisiveness. Ah, see? I told you. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. And Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Oh boy, this is interesting. Because like I said, with the Death card, their life is changing. Because of course, life is never static. Whatever this person thought before about, well, life, they wanted life to stay the same. That's impossible. Life will change. Life will shift. And with Flute here, they've already dealt with disappointments. I think that they're already disappointed in the connection they're in now. And they're looking for comfort. They're looking for help, for guidance. And they think of the person that they left behind, the one that got away. With Needle and Thread, they really do sincerely care about that person. The downside to all of this is that we've also got the Wheel and the Bull. So they're being stubborn. They're not just being stubborn, they're being obstinate, because Bull energy is not, it can be determination, but in this case, it feels like obstinacy. They're like, no, 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 I don't want that. It's almost like they're more worried about their ego. They're more worried about this person throwing it in their face later of like, oh, remember when you chose wrong? And remember when you were crying? And yeah, they're more afraid of that than of being unhappy the rest of their life. Which tells you that's a lot of ego, right? Because who would rather be unhappy? So with Archway, with Chariot and Six of Swords, they really are like, maybe I should just seek out new paths. Maybe I should just move forward. I should just open up, new doors. Something I've never done. Explore places I've never been. Because it's almost like they're in the place of, I already chose wrong. I can't go back. I can't. I already chose wrong. Let's just let it go. Okay, let's look at the Chariot. Clarify the Chariot. Oh, wow, okay. Lots of movement there. Bull, plenty of material things. Oh my goodness. Plenty of material things. Okay. So, for the Chariot, we've got Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Scales, keep your life in balance. Vase, secret admirer. And Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. See, with Chariot, this tells me a couple of things. One, whether they realize it or not, them not making that choice at the time was both a protection for them as it was a protection for the person that they didn't choose. Because if they chose that person at a time that they weren't ready, they would have completely destroyed that connection. And right now they're feeling like they did, but they can still come back and correct it. It would just take work. It would need, with scales, it would take time to balance that out. But with vase, there's still emotions there. There's still a spark there. But they're sitting here like they already accomplished what they wanted. They already are, they have plenty. Financially they're set. But almost like they're afraid of going back and telling someone, I made a mistake. Even though I don't see it as a mistake, because again, there was protection on both sides. They just weren't ready for each other. Divine timing was at play. So with Stark, I'm talking about Tony Stark now. With Stork, this could be a new beginning. So this person is wavering between, should I go back to the person I didn't choose before and start over, give it a new beginning, or should I just move forward and look for a whole new life? With Hangman, they're not sure. That's the whole point of the Hangman. They're like, I don't know. What should I do? Let's see. Clarify the Hangman, please. Clarify the Hanged Man. Ooh, that one flew across. Okay. Just making sure it didn't fall down. Clarify the Hanged Man. All right, we've got Ring. A marriage will take place either romantic or in business. Oh boy. Okay. So when I say that they chose the wrong person, they could have literally gotten married. Yeah, they could have literally gotten married to someone else. And the problem with that is, with scales, maybe they're attempting to get a divorce. Or, well, I said problem because it could be that they haven't even gotten divorced yet. That would be a problem because Broken Ring hasn't come out, you know. Even though the Death card is there, something is shifting. But there's also indecision in that shift. And the Death card is a major arcana, so it can take a long time to develop. It's a major life event. That's how big it is. So for someone to process a major life event, it could take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year. It depends on the person. And with the fact the Bull is showing up, this is somebody who doesn't absorb change well. They're a little stubborn. So they're sitting here like, if they're married, they don't want to get a divorce. They're not sure about the divorce. And if it's just some sort of contract, I don't think the contract has ended. I think it's maybe in the process. They're thinking about it. But with Hangman, they're still not sure they want to do it. Let's see. Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. And Hammock. Taking a vacation physically or mentally. Oh boy. This one is a little bit difficult because this feels very temporary. It doesn't feel like they're sure. And if you're going to do something like this, if you let's say that somebody got married to the wrong person and they come back and they want to say, I chose wrong to the other person, you want to make sure you're sure about something like that, right? You want to make sure you're absolutely certain when you say those things. And this feels like they're not really sure. Rainbow is like, it would make them feel better. It would make them feel like, Rainbow and Hammock make me think like it would make them feel better, but we even have Dragon here. Beware of self-delusion, because I think that this person, they're a little bit like they live in a fantasy world. They want to reconnect with the person that they lost. But it feels like it would only be temporary. Or I could be feeling temporary because it could be that this person's like, temporarily, I'm still going to be in this connection. One of the two. Let's see. Let's look at the Six of Swords, because Six of Swords is they found a solution. They're sitting here hemming and hawing and I don't know. And let's look at the Six of Swords. Clarify Six of Swords. Clarify Six of Swords. All right. Apple. Ooh, temptation will test you. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, for the Six of Swords, we've got Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Hills, obstacles to overcome. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. And Box, you'll receive a gift. See, here's the thing. As much as they're hemming and hawing and not sure about what to do, I like that one of the options here was an apple, and then we got the actual apple. Temptation will test you. So let's say that the person they chose is the orange. And now they're sitting here like they really wanted the apple the whole time. Or they realized, I should have chosen the apple. So even if they are in the mentality of, you know, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want to go towards this. Maybe I should just start over. I should just start over. The reason that they're doing that with Vulture and Hills is because I think that there's this anxiety about, if I come back and let this person know that I made the wrong choice, are they gonna like lash out at me? Are they like, they see it like an obstacle that this person may not even want them anymore. So they're like, what if I get rejected? Well, I mean, that's life, right? We all go through that. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. But I think that little by little, because Six of Swords is Aquarius Mercury, it's finding a solution. And Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. I feel like little by little, they start overcoming this mentality. Because Eight of Swords, yeah, they're all up in their head. Like, I don't know. You will receive a gift. This makes me think that the universe does something to shift this mentality. They get us some sort of, maybe this is a sign. They get a sign from divinity of like, yes, move forward. Or they get some sort of advice. They get something. Something is what helps them say, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to move forward. So I'm going to stop part 1 here because you guys know I don't like going too much over an hour. If you guys enjoyed this, please make sure to react, share, comment, even if it's just a little emoji. That pushes my algorithm, and I appreciate you guys. And if you are interested in watching part 2, please make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the other side. Okay, bye-bye.